presentation is a PMU based special protection scheme, a case study of Taiwan Power System. Before we start the presentation, first of all, I am going to give you an overview of this entire protection scheme, that is of Taiwan Power System. This presentation proposes a special protection scheme to prevent power system blackout due to sequence of related events based on phasal measurement units. In a control center, we use PMUs to monitor the generators and the major EHV transmission lines of a power system and apply an instability protection algorithm for initiating a special protection scheme to avoid a sequence of related events whenever necessary. When a fault happens, we group the generators swinging coherently and reduce the system to one machine infinite bus system. The remedial control actions consist of load shedding and generating tripping. The strategy for determining the amount of remedial control actions is proposed relay setting limited equal area criterion of OMI. A case study of Taiwan Power System accused to be equipped with proposed electrical protection scheme is conducted. That is, we found encouraging results. Now, start with the introduction. As you all know, electric power systems in Taiwan are undergoing significant change. Due to ever-increasing environmental and economical pressures, it becomes extremely difficult to construct new transmission or generation facilities. As a result of the limited power supply and steady growth of load demand, Taiwan Power System has a severe area generation load imbalance and a heavy power transfer between northern area and southern area over I think 2, 3, 4, 5 kV transmission line. Therefore, the operating point is pushed closer to the stability boundary and the system is increasing too high to transient instability condition following a severe disturbance such as three-phase short circuit of EHV transmission lines. In fact, on July 29 to 1999, Taiwan Power System experienced an outrange due to collapse of a 345 kV transmission tower, which results in about 80% power interruption of total energy lasting several hours. Thus, the issue of a system to a more secure operating condition by online stability monitoring and control become a critical task of Taiwan system. Traditionally, special protection scheme, also called remedial action schemes, are designed to detect abnormal system conditions, typically related, and initiate pre-planned remedial control actions such as generation tripping, load shedding, and system separation, etc., to initialize or to mitigate the consequences of the abnormal conditions and provide the acceptable system performance. SPS can provide remedial control actions and are often used to increase the transfer capability of the transmission system. So in this presentation, we propose a PMU based SPS against transient instabilities caused by the EHV transmission line failures. Especially the proposed SPS is applied to Taiwan Power System. Simulation results are obtained. Next, we have configuration. Due to the most power system load centers and generators are not in the same area as I explained above, so EHV tie lines are needed to transfer large power between areas. If one or more than one tie line are tripped due to faults, the power that transfers in the faulted line before faults will transfer by the other tie line between the areas. If the transfer power is really large, it may cause the other tie lines overloading. This will cause a successive relay trips resulting in the system blackout. So, in this way, we proposed a method in real time to predict the system stability and determine the amount of remedial control actions to stabilize the system whenever necessary. This figure 1, that is the PMU based special protection scheme, as mentioned on the screen. This figure shows the that in the control center We use PMUs to monitor the generators and the major EHV transmission line of a power system, and apply an instability prediction algorithm for initiating a SPS to avoid a sequence of related events whenever necessary. When a fault happens, we group the generators swinging coherently and reduce the system to one machine in finite bus system. Then using real-time phasor measurements to estimate the parameters of OMIB system. The remedial control action consists of load shedding and generator tripping. The algorithm for determining the timing and amount of remedial control action is proposed relay setting limited equal area criterion. The following steps are proposed. Number 1. Group generator swinging coherently and reduce system to an OMIB system. And number 2, the result is estimate the parameters of OMIB system using real-time phasor measurements. Determine the timing and amount of remedial control action by relay setting limited equal area criterion, that is called EAC, the ACT method. Next we have real-time parameter estimation. In a power system consisting of two synchronous machines and a tie line over which synchronizing power can flow, the problem of instability detection can be solved in real time. A modified equal area criterion called the relay setting limited EAC method is applicable in this case. And if the machine's rotor angles and speed can be measured in real time, a prediction algorithm can be developed for the detection of instability. When AC power imported over relatively long distances, for example, tie power system, so that both the sending systems and the receiving system consist of groups of coherent generators, and one of the modes of the oscillations of such a power system is that of a two-machine system. So, in the two-machine system equivalent of a power system, it is assumed that for an assigned fault, the power system is decomposed into two subsets, as you also see on the screen, figure 2, two-machine equivalent system. So, the power system is decomposed into two subsets. The number 1, the critical cluster of machine, and the B or 2 is the remaining machine. And the former is responsible for system separation when it arises. Then the two subsets are transformed into two equivalent machines modeled with their corresponding frame of partial center of angle. And with the assumption of strong coherency of machines in each cluster, the two-machine equivalent system is further reduced to an OMIB system that is also on the screen named figure 3, one machine in finite bus OMIB system. And the dynamics of OMIB system is introduced or is proposed. They are governed by the equation. In real-time parameter estimation, we got 4 remarks. Remark 1. We have used the phrase generator-rotor angles interchangeably with phasor measurements. What we are intending is that when we have a phasor measurement unit located on the EHV or HV bus of a generating plant, that we will have a suitable detailed model of generator for simulation purposes, but also have a classical generator model consisting of a voltage source behind transient reactance. The H generator internal voltage is the classical mode and is easily computed from the terminal voltage and the current phasor measurements. And then the remark 2. Since we want to detect transient instability as early as possible, the window should be chosen as short as possible from this point. This is very important point. On the other hand, we need enough measurements to identify the system parameters. Therefore, there is a trade-off between these things. And then the last remark 3. Depending on the swing to be predicted, local devices compute generator rotor angles from terminal bus angles, then transmit these angles to central center, where transient stability prediction and amount of remedial control actions are determined. Although synchronized phasor measurements are performed constantly at a high sampling rate, say 12 times per cycle, we should consider the time for transmission of angle data. It is reasonable to assume that we can obtain all synchronized data of interest at rate of once every 2 seconds. Next, in relay setting, limited equal area criteria. In an OMIB system, if a fault or disturbance causes the machine to start swinging with respect to an infinite bus, AG can describe or determine the stability of the system under transient conditions without solving the swing equation. Power angle curves are used to analyze the physical conditions before, during, and after a fault. We obtain the post-fault system power angle curve by using estimated system parameters. The AG method can describe the stability of the system. Our method is to prevent the EHV tie lines far from cascade tripping, so we use the smallest relay setting limited area power flow to modify the AG methods. We transform the tie line relay setting to the equivalent relay setting limited area. The principle of the relay setting limited EAC is described as shown in figure 4. The computed PR minimum is the smallest relay setting limited area power flow, and the P area is the smallest area power flow. In figure 4 as shown, then the system swing will enter the tie line relay protective zones and may cause a cascade trips to disturb the stability condition by adjusting P area to the dot line. That is in figure 4 also shown, and that is which means the load shedding and the generating trip is activated simultaneously. In case study, the number 1 we have system description. The system under study is the tie power system in the year 1999. The tie power system structure is a longitudinal one with 3 major areas on the island, namely north, center and south, connected together by the number of 345 kilowatt transmission lines. Its structure is illustrated in the figure, that is figure 5 as shown on the screen, named structure of the Taiwan 345 kilowatt system including the proposed scheme. Since major load centers are located in the north and the most generating plants are in the central and south areas, significant power transfers from central area and southern area to the northern area have been experienced in the past few years. This is also the graphic diagram. In case study, the next system we have a protective system. The figure 6 that is on the screen. This figure depicts an one-line diagram of main 345 kilowatt transmission system connecting the north, the center and the south areas. The surplus power in the central and the southern areas is transmitted to the north through 2 parallel circuits. Every circuit has 2 parallel 3-phase transmission lines which are built on the same iron tower. For protecting the 345 kilowatt transmission systems, we simulate amateur distance relays and overcurrent relays on every 345 kilowatt tie line between areas. The distance relay protective zones are set to be 92, 150 and 220% of the line impedance for zones 1, 2, 3, whose pickup times are 1.5, 10 and 60 cycles respectively. All opening time of circuit breakers is 1.5 cycles and reclose time is 36 cycles. The operating currents of overcurrent relays are set to be 1.5 over line terminal rating and relay time is 0.6 seconds around. The last we have simulation results. On July 29, 1999, a severe fault occurred on the major 345 kilowatt tie line circuit between the southern area and the center area, which carried more than 1500 megawatt and caused a successive relay trips resulting in system north and center are blackout. Almost total 80% consumers had an interruption lasting several hours in 729 event and affected more people and extended over a wider geographical area than any previous outages. To verify the proposed method, simulations are performed using the power technologies and automation process was achieved using Fortran program, which was written in PSSE 24 program. And the die power system has a total of 467 buses, 80 machines, which were modeled in detail, including exciter systems, stabilizers, and governors. The system has 166 load buses with non-linear composite load models. Now to sum up, we assume that the die power system was armed with PMU based SPS. Then 729 event is simulated again. The estimated parameter results of OMIB system using real-time phasor measurements are shown in this figure. That is figure 8. The remedial action is taken after second fault fails. The amount of remedial action is 1332 megawatt. That is the rejection of southern generator is also 1332 megawatt, and the shading of the northern load is 1332 megawatts. To further verify the proposed SPS on the die power system, we use the 8 cases like 729 events, but at different places list in this table, that is table 5, summarize of case study. So you can verify that. The last we have conclusion. So some power systems are stability limited, like die power system, and desired operating conditions may require avoiding blackout, that SPS be provided in order to operate the system in a secure manner. So to meet these requirements, this presentation proposes PMU based SPS to prevent power system blackout due to a sequence of relay trip events. We use PMUs to monitor generators and the major EHV transmission lines for power system. And the real-time phasor measurements are used to estimate the parameters of OMIB. And the remedial control actions consist of load sharing and generator tripping. The strategy for determining the amount of remedial control actions is a proposed relay setting limited equal area criterion of OMIB. And we use the global measurement data to predict the system stability and use the remedial control actions to avoid system blackout. The proposed method has been verified on die power system, and we got the encouraging results. That is where we also say that the encouraging results are obtained. That's all. And thanks everyone.